Jawbreakers GAWD King review. This will probably have spoilers. Great cover. It's the Kyle Ritter cover. It's good. It feels good. It's not a very big book. I mean, it's pretty thin. It's not a lot of content for $25 plus shipping. It's kind of a matte finish. Feels good. It's thick. Content here. 1, 2, 3, 4 stories in this book. So none of them are very long. They all look really good. Here's the little preview of kind of what's happened up to this point. I didn't love this art. The story's fine. I didn't love the art for that. It doesn't, I don't think, really catch you up that well. Kind of very generically. The Aaron Alfici art is, it looks really grainy on my phone, but it doesn't look really grainy in person. I'm not sure, like his shirt looks really, really grainy, but I'm looking at it and it isn't. Art and coloring is great. I like it a lot. I don't want to, there's probably spoilers, but I'm going to skip around. Looks good. The paper's nice. It's a nice quality paper. There's a weird thing where it goes from being kind of a thin paper, and then it's like it suddenly gets thicker somewhere around here. Like it noticeably, I thought, like jumped to a thicker paper. Maybe I was a little crazy the first time I read it. There's a lot that happens. That my complaint about the book. The art's great. The story's pretty good. Everything's fine. My complaint about the book would be it's a lot of things happening in a very short amount of time, and sometimes I don't think things are fully explained. It seems a little rushed, and things aren't fully explained. You can tell the not, just a honest criticism. You can tell the Richard Meyer stories versus the Chuck Dixon stories. There's just a better pace to those stories than the Richard Meyer stories. Although I will say there's more that seems to happen in the Richard Meyer stories, and they're a little more like exciting, if that makes sense. In a way, exciting, but a little bit like, okay, that was good, but like, what the hell happened? So, but look at this stuff. I mean, there's good stuff there. The color, I really like the colors. The colors pop. These big giant robot things. Pop. I like the art. All this. I mean, look at the colors of that. That looks great. I don't understand why the guy that doesn't have power gauntlets has enormous gauntlets, and then the guy that does have power gauntlets has just like, I mean, they're not tiny, but they're smaller than his. That looks, look at that when he turns into these iron pirate cubes. That's so cool. I don't want to. Like I said, spoilers. So if you've not read this yet, don't don't pick up this book. But it's really good. The art's great. It's good. There's that. The Zaxi. Look at that. I like that kind of sketchy style, kind of brushy, sketchy style. It looks good. It looks different. This looks different from the rest of this, though. It's good. It's kind of like, they bring Zashi back, but you're kind of like, well, why is she crazy? But, well, now look at this. Devil Dog. That's cool looking. This big gun. Awesome. Look at that art. This was... Oh, who was this? Renzo Rodriguez or Henzo Rodriguez, I'm not sure. And this one was written by Dixon. And it, like I said, it's... I think I like the art a little less, but it's still pretty good. And it could be the coloring. But it's still really good. Skip around a little bit. I think these are some pictures that people have seen. Again, I don't really have any complaints about the Dixon penned or written stories. I would say they're just a little slower. There's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. They're perfectly fine stories. They're just a little slower, whereas the Meyer stories are a little... there's almost too much. They're almost too fast, too crammed in. And it seems like there's some explanation that's lacking. The story reminded me of like a DC comic. I'm not sure why. Like a DC comic, like a Green Lantern or something. I mean, it's that space type stuff, but it's okay. It doesn't make me really want to read this book, but I don't hate it. The Desolation Wave. Like, I don't love it. I don't hate it. Whereas I want to read more Jawbreakers. Zaxi. I suppose I want to see more of that, but I don't want to see more of that. But yeah, definitely want more Jawbreakers. Definitely want some more Aaron Alfici. He's definitely the shining star in this. Everybody else is great, but he's definitely the breakout star in this. Anyway, short, not that short review. I got it. Have the Ethan Van Sciver cover also coming, because I liked both of them, so I was just like, I'm gonna get both. But I don't know if I'm gonna be getting too many more if the price remains at $25 a pop. That's just a lot for such a small book. Drop it down $5. Drop it down. I mean, really, for as little as this is, I didn't even think it's 100 pages. It doesn't have pages. Drop it down at least $5 more. It needs to be $20. I think you're going to increase your sales if you drop it down to $20. You're going to be making quite the money, but it just, page count to money ratio doesn't quite work out for me. But it's good. Later.